A major winter storm is set to pounce on the southwestern Cape overnight and into your Wednesday. Here's the latest warnings from the South African Weather Service. Heavy rain leading to localized flooding possible across the greater Cape Town region. That includes the Winelands and the Overberg district. There's a warning for high seas between Hunterklip Bay and Port Alfred. A warning exists for gale force northwesterly winds between Cape Point and Cape Agulhas. There's a watch for disruptive snowfalls across the mountainous regions of the western and northern Cape this Wednesday. And lastly, a watch for a high fire danger exists across much of the central interior, thanks to our increasing winds. Now, our latest satellite loop shows our storm system winding up across the Atlantic Ocean. Again, it is traveling towards the greater Cape Town region overnight, while the central and eastern half stays mostly clear and fine and dry. Now, tracking the progress of the storm system, quite an expansive cold front and area of precipitation. Again, mountain snowfall possible throughout the western and northern Cape, but sunshine and warm temperatures return from Johannesburg all the way to the Durban coast. Here's our high-resolution super microcast computer model. Look at it actually depict 50 millimeters or more across the Overberg and the Winelands, as well as the Cape Metropole. We'll want to look out for localized flooding across that region. Temperatures in the lower and middle 30s for the KwaZulu-Natal coast. Pietermaritzburg at 30 degrees, so sunny and warm for this region. But we start to cool things off quite drastically the further south we travel along the east coast of our country. 22 near Port Elizabeth. You won't have to wait long for the cloud to fill in and even our chances of precipitation. Wet from Plett to George, Oudtshoorn, Beaufort West and Mossel Bay. Rain could easily exceed 50 millimeters across this area. Be careful driving outbound from the N7 to the N1 and N2 out of Cape Town. It will be tricky and travel conditions will be rather treacherous. So that wet weather spreads along the west coast as well. Maybe a rain-snow mix near Sutherland. Chances of rain for Carnarvon. It will be a very chilly rain. 23 degrees near Bloemfontein. Our forecast dries out. Remember, we have a high fire danger across this part of South Africa. Very gusty northwesterly winds expected. We have a dry day from Mahikeng to Ventersdorp and Rustenburg. Temperatures in the lower and middle 20s. If you're looking for a nice Wednesday forecast, you'll want to travel to Limpopo. Look at Polokwane, 27, blue skies overhead. Almost a summer's day across the Lowveld from Mpumalanga, Skukuza at 33, Mkondo 25. Slightly cooler across the Highveld. Comfortable for now near Johannesburg, 24 degrees for you. We'll top 26 if you're located near Pretoria. Gusty northwest winds across the central interior extending towards Cape Town. Your extended forecast, look at our cold and wet weather marching eastward. Not quite to Johannesburg this Thursday, but by Friday, that's another story. 9 degrees and raining. That's all from me. Have a good one.
Know more about your world.
eNCA.com